Hmm. Good morning to all. Today, I would like to give my micro teaching seminar on managing stress and conflict in contemporary society. So, I would like to give this seminar for the refresher course in e-governance and e-learning. So let us see what is stress. Stress is a feeling of emotional or physical tension. It can come from any event or thought that makes you feel frustrated, angry, or nervous. Stress is your body's reaction to challenge or demand. So let us see there are two types of stress. The stress word is came from Latin word stringy, which means to be drawn tight. Stress can be defined as follows: a physical or psychological stimulus that can produce mental tension or psychological reactions that may lead to illness. So, according to Richard S. Lazarus, stress is a feeling experienced when person thinks the demand exceeds the personal and social resources the individual is able to mobilize. There are two types of stress: positive stress and negative stress. Positive stress is also known as eustress. It is called as a good stress is when you perceive a stressful situation is as an opportunity that will lead to a good outcome. A difficult situation is considered as a positive challenge which needs to be overcome and which can even be enjoyed. So individuals are usually highly motivated and concentrated during positive stress. Eustress can motivate you, focuses on your energy. It is a short-term stress, it's pursued within your long capabilities. Second type of stress is negative stress. Negative stress is difficult is in came in difficult situations which an individual feels completely overstraining. He she feels very mercy of situation beyond their control, and this stress is also called as distress. The causes of negative stress is like causes of anxiety. Anxiety causes us concern with them can be short or long term. Then it's pursued from outside for coping abilities, feels unpleasant, decreased performance. These are the causes of distress. So then come to the then let us go on the levels of stress. So which are the levels of stress? There are three levels of stress: acute, episodic, and chronic. So what is acute stress? It is the most common stress. It comes demands and pressures of recent past and anticipated demands and pressures of the near future. Acute stress is thrilling and exciting in small does, but too much is exhausting. For example, a fast run down challenging sky slope is exhilarating early in the sky. This is one of the example of acute stress. Then episodic stress. Episodic stress, acute stress that is suffered too frequently is called episodic stress. This type of stress is usually seen in individuals who make self-inflicted, unrealistic or unreasonable demands which get all clamored up and bring too much stress in their attempt to accomplish their goals. Then come to the chronic stress. Chronic stress is the total opposite of acute stress, is the not exciting and thrilling but dangerous and unhealthy. So chronic stress tears the life of persons apart from his body, mind or spirit. This type of stress is brought about by long-term pressure such as unhappy marriage, traumatic experiences, unwanted career jobs, stress or poverty, chronic illness, relationship conflicts, political problems, etc. Let us see the causes of stress. So, as earlier we have seen, there are so many causes of stress. So, mainly the causes of stress is given as per diagram, that is career concern. The main cause of stress is career concern. If an employee feels that he is very much behind in corporate ladder, then he may experience a stress and he feels that there are no opportunities for self growth In that case, that such a stress is known as career concern. Then role ambiguity, it occurs when the person does not know what he is supposed to do on or his her job. His tasks and responsibilities are not clear. Rotating Due to rotating shifts, the stress may occur because employees may be expected to work in day shifts for some days and then in the night shifts. This may create problems for adjusting shift timings and all. Then role conflict, it takes place when different people have different expectations from a person performing a particular role. It can also occur if the job is not as per the expectation, or when job demands a certain type of behavior then that is against of the person's morals. Occupational demands is one of the more major reason of stress. That is, some jobs are more stressful than others. Jobs that involve risk and danger are more stressful. Research finding indicates that jobs that are more stressful usually requires a constant monitoring of equipments and devices, unpleasant physical conditions, making decisions, etc. Then the next reason is lack of participation in decision making. If the person is not focused on or his duties, then definitely the lack of participation in decision making comes, and this develops a negative kind of stress. Work overload is one of the major cause of stress. So qualitative work overload implies performing a job that is complicated or beyond employees capacity, and quantitative work overload arises when a number of activities to be performed in the prescribed manner. Work underload or overload is one of the major cause. And working conditions, suppose employees may be subject to poor working conditions. It could be include poor lighting, unhygienic sanitation facilities, excessive. Then in this case, toxic gases. These are some examples of, these are the some causes of stress management. So let us see. So let us see the causes of stress management and relief. So developing strategies to deal with stress can prevent or reduce its effects. There are many approaches to managing, relieving, or coping with stress. These include exercise, dietary changes, relaxation, stress management, courses, counseling, and medications. So there are four A's of stress management and relief. So 4A is avoid, alter, adapt, or accept. So let us see what is avoid. Unnecessary stress. Not all stress can be avoided, but by learning how to say no, distinguishing between shoulds and must on your to-do list, and clearing clear of people or situation that stress you, you can eliminate many daily stresses. Let us see what is alter. The situation, if you can't avoid a stressful situation, try to alter, be more assertive, and deal with the problems head on. Instead of bottling up your feelings and increasing your stress, respectfully let others know about your concerns, or be more willing to, to compromise and try meeting others halfway on an issue. Then adapt. Adapt to the stresses. When you can't change the stresses, try changing yourself. This is more important than accept. Is the thing that you can't change. There will always be stresses in life that you can't do anything about. Learn to accept the every situation and every circumstances in your life. Next. So managing stress in individual lives is very very important. So there are so many ways by which one can manage the stress. So there are so many ways given in the diagram, which is shown, that is friendly social network. If you have good social friendly network, definitely you can avoid the stress. Noise is one of the main reason of stress also. So if you reduce the noise or avoid the noise, then definitely we will be out from the stress. Self limitations are one of the part of the stress management. Exercise and meditation is very very important, because this keeps your psychological motion, psychological and mental pressure away from you. Meditation is one of the best part of stress management. Time management, sleep habit, and healthy diet are more important to manage the stress. These are some management stress skills. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. कितना मिनट हुआ?